Hello world and welcome to your favorite blog spot, Heart Fashion Heart Chew. I'm Shalyndra and tonight I'll be known as the Love Doctor. So, since I'm the Love Doctor, there's one thing I want to talk to you about. The top ways to get a call back after the first date. Now, I know there's some of you out there who went on a first date and you thought it was fabulous and you had a great time, but when it came down to it, you never got a call back and you were wondering what's going on. Well, I'm here to tell you about all the pitfalls that you could avoid to make sure you get that call back on the first date. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is make eye contact. Now, I don't mean stare at the person or make them feel weirded out, but just look at the person to let them know that you're listening to what they're saying. This will make them feel comfortable to talk to you, and this will allow them to open up more, and that's always great on the first date. Next, be yourself. I'm sure they'll love you just the way you are. You don't have to try to put on an act to be someone else, because once you start that, you'll have to finish the relationship that way. And believe me, it's too much work. Just be yourself. I'm sure it'll work out. Next, never be too available. Now, honestly, would you want someone that's too available? As the saying goes, people want what they can't have. So, if you make it so that you're not always there every time someone calls, it'll make them want to call you just a little bit more. So try to just tone it down a little bit. Fourth, compromise. Now, I don't mean compromise your standards or your goals or what you want in life, but I do mean share a little. For example, if you want to watch a romantic movie and he says, oh, well, let's go to a football game. Maybe you can find something in the middle like bowling or going to a restaurant. It's not what he wants to do or what you want to do. However, it's a way of compromising, and that's the start to a good relationship. Fifth, be a friend. Now, the key to a relationship is friendship. So if you start off as being friends, then maybe it can go somewhere else. But no one wants to be with someone who they can't be themselves around, like I said earlier. So if you start off and try to make a friendship, then maybe something else can evolve from it. Number 6, don't interrogate. Now, I know it's the first date and you want to ask a lot of questions because you're just so full of questions that you want to have answered. However, you don't want to come off too strong, and it's easy to do that. So if you tone it down, you ask a few questions, have them ask a few questions, everything else will kind of work themselves out. Number 7, let them talk. Now, I know it's great to talk about yourself and all of your accomplishments and how great you are, but the truth is, not everyone wants to hear that all the time. So just start out telling them a little bit about yourself, listen to a little bit of what they have to say, and just go into another conversation. You don't have to be stuck on yourself the whole night. I know you love yourself, but just try to tone it down just for one night to see where it'll take you. Number 8, never call back first. Now, I know this is hard for some of you girls because you're so anxious and you're so excited. However, this can be a big turnoff for guys. If you let them call you back first, they'll feel like they're in charge and that you actually waited for them. However, if you call first, that'll go back into being too available, and we don't want that because you will not get that call back, believe me. Number 9, avoid the marriage conversation. Now, I know the thought of marriage is just so fabulous and you can't wait for that day to come. However, it can be known to scare people off, especially on the first date. So try to think of other topics that you could talk about before the dinner. That way you know not to talk about the marriage thing because it can get a little awkward, believe me. And last and certainly not least, guys, please leave something to the imagination. Now, ladies, I know you want to wear the tight pants and the cute blouse that shows your boobs and the high heels. However, if you don't leave anything to the imagination, why would they call you back? think about it. Well, I hope these tips help you guys and help you to get that call back. I know it definitely worked in my life. So make sure you stop back by and see what's going on with your favorite blog spot. Heart fashion, heart you. And remember, heart love. Have a good night.